We are joined by Mayor Phil Segraves of Guin, Alabama. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So tell us, why are you so passionate about brownfields?
Brownfields, I think you have to look at the definition of what is a brownfield. And the brownfields are usually abandoned sites that are buildings that have been at one time very useful to a community, that now are an eyesore or a blight. Brownfields is a mechanism that you can use to actually remove those and make those buildings useful again to the tax rolls.
And as the mayor of a small town, do you find it hard or challenging to get that public funding for the redevelopment?
Especially in a small town. I think the resources of a small town are limited, and also the grants from the federal and state level have become more competitive and more scarce. So you're competing with many people and many other cities that's larger than you for the same dollars.
And what advice do you have for other mayors who have identified the same problems and want to get some of that public funding?
I think they need to have a plan to start with and begin with the end in mind, where they know what they want to use this property for and present that up front. I think they need to work with engineering firms and consultants that have been familiar with the brownfields process and can guide them through the red tape, also the extensive paperwork that's involved.
And what challenges are you seeing as far as getting brownfields redeveloped?
Brownfields once offered tax credits for developers where they could actually receive these credits for investing in these brownfields, and they have been removed. So that's one perk or incentive that needs to be restored as far as for brownfields. That would make that job a little easier in recruiting and redeveloping the site.
And you were also talking about how some people just aren't really familiar with it, that it's really a community effort.
Yes, you need to educate your community. Let them know what brownfields is all about and what your plan is and what you're trying to accomplish. They see a building most of the time that's an eyesore to the community, and how you're dealing with it and how your plans are to remove that, and how brownfields is involved in that.
And being a small town, do you see an economic impact to redeveloping these brownfields?
Oh yes, these properties normally occupy, it could be as small as a gas station, and in my instance a large textile factory that was abandoned, and it was in the heart of our city, set on 6.5 acres. That land is just idle, so it's really not producing any revenue for anyone at this time, jobs or anything. So I can see if you can redevelop that site, you're not having urban sprawl. You're actually developing properties that were once utilized, and you can utilize them again.
Great. Mayor Segraves, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you so much.